I have a tiny bit left, so I have a tiny bit left to beat in this last little run, and I figured I'll get a little more detail. Make sure you roll that screen in without cutting it. Don't cut it. Then take this rest of this bead, set it in there, start it ever so slightly. Let me see if you can watch me do this somehow. I don't freaking know. And then roll that bead down. Now what I like to do, once I get it going, I like to stretch that bead so I can get it in, but with one hand, it's going to be very hard to stretch this bead. Alright, so now the bead's in. One thing I forgot to tell you, put these tabs in and these springs on the side. They're very helpful for keeping the screen in. So now we're just going to cut that bead off. A little extra, don't care. And then I like to trim a little wider than the edge. Only because, remember, the key here is keeping out bugs. So that little lip actually helps out. I think the first time I screened the screen, I was probably 13 or 14. I'm now 45, so you do the math there. It's been doing screens for 30 years. Of course, not every day. But I was taught by this guy, Tony D, at Jefferson Village Apartments when I was young. God knows if this is the right way to do it, but I talked to a couple people I know. They didn't know how to rescreen a screen. They looked at me like, rescreen a screen? Yeah, if you have the frame, you can pull out the beading and rescreen it. But if you don't have the frame, you can buy these aluminum frame kits. They're a lifesaver. Back in the old days, our apartment complex had 10, 12 foot of these aluminum beads, aluminum frames, and we'd cut them down and reframe. So if I did all this right and I didn't mess up, a couple more cuts. And this screen, you can buy aluminum, vinyl, I guess. I don't know what this material is. Maybe it's PVC, I don't know. It's quite nice. And if you're in the landlord in apartments, rentals, you know, a contractor is going to charge you half a day's labor to do this. It's not even the material. It's just they got to give up their jobs, other jobs to go do this. See these little strings? I don't like pulling them. I like cutting them. I've pulled on these and ripped the whole screen out. So now we're just going to check it, make sure that bead's in. The thing here I'm thinking about is don't push this roller through the screen at this point. We're in the home stretch. I don't feel like running to the hardware store to go get more screen. That'll just kill my day. I'm not too worried about that excess. For a couple reasons. One is it'll be a good insulator in the screen. Second, if the screen starts pulling out, it gives you a little extra. So that's our screen. We're going to pop it in, and I'll film the final.